or really stand out. I just want it to be quite subtle. Maybe got a little rock area comes in slightly in front of it. There. And then we've got some more trees just in here. Reload it, some more paint on the brush. I'm just going to indicate some little distant trees. Just there. Way off. And then maybe over in here, maybe a little bit more bullish. Where the trees have grown a little bit bigger just there. I don't want a big difference. I want them all to be on a plane, one same plane in the silhouette colour. With that then I'm going to bring it up to about there. And I'm tapping that colour to that. So you can get detail on something so small, just a little tiny hill that's going away from you, and make it look like it's closer to you in the foreground and then going away from you in the background. It's a lovely way of doing it. Now maybe just in here we've got a few little, I'm going to put some titanium white with this colour. Some titanium white. It's like a purpley colour. And then with that I'm just going to come and indicate a few things going on this beach. Like little wavy things and stuff of that nature going on. Little things here and there on this beach. Little things that you get on the beach here and there where you've got the little bits of mud, little holes in the mud and stuff of that nature. Just making little tiny sideways movement with the brush, just leaving areas out, certain areas. That's it. Yeah, all these lovely patterns and shapes and stuff going on the beach, constant. See it all the time. Blender, there. Again that same colour, just come in and put some more indications going on. Just of little holes and stuff like that going on in there. We're going to have some lovely dark ones of these as well, which are really dark, and it's like little holes in the mud. It really is. It looks black. It looks like loads of little black stones basically. So I'm just going to put a few of these in first, and these will be the lighter ones underneath that. But it also helps me to indicate where that mud is. It's all around this area here basically. So all in here we're going to have some of that dark colour. Just put a bit of this pink in so it just stands out nicely here and there. Some nice depth to this beach then. I'm just using the corner of a fan brush. how it stands out against this lovely light blue. That's why it's so important to not kill and make that too blue in there. Leave it light, a very light blue. It's really important for this one. It really is. So this is all going to be full of dark, lovely dark. It's like I said, Morecambe Bay, when you get the cockle pickers and they go out to sea, this is a bit like that, a mud flat. Dangerous places though, really dangerous. Remember when we were kids, we used to go to places like Morecambe, Blackpool, and you go too far out, it's stuck in that mud, you've no chance, have you? The tide comes in and people don't notice you, and that's all it takes. So they are dangerous places, but they're also absolutely beautiful, and this is a habitat for all kinds of wildfowl and beautiful birds, crustaceans that live in these areas. There's all sorts of nature going on. A lot of it's hidden under the surface, but you see loads and loads of birds around these estuaries. Happy? Now I might actually get a bit of the darker colour. See these clouds that we've got up in here? I can just indicate a few of them down into there. See that? Just into that cloud. Because what you have above, you have below. So just going to give a bit of something different in it. Same in there, you've got a bit of dark clouds going on. Now, this one's actually a beaut. There's also a bit of something going on in the centre of that. And I'm just going to gently come along, blend into it softly. Blend into that. And it'll just disappear into your beach. We should put some more pebbles and stuff like that on. Nice darks down in there. Same as up there, you see, you got lots of beautiful darks going on up there. I'm really buzzing doing this. I love these colours, and it just makes me feel so good when I'm doing it. It's brilliant. Right, and then I'm just going to gently blend over them. I'm not going to blend over these though, because they're going to be totally covered over basically. You'll only see them underneath the dark bits of mud. Gently blend that into that. Love it. That can be quite soft as well in there, so you can blend them colours together slightly. You can unsettle it if you want it to blend anywhere like that. And there you go. Right, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this crimson for a cloud just over in here. Just the crimson, this one, on its own. And I want it to be wispy, so I'm leaving gaps. See that? And you can go back with blender. Just blend that out. Yeah, that's cool. Now, I know that I want some of them darks to be just down in here as well, so we've got something to contrast against that dark blue basically. The light blue. This is darker, so it'll look really good against the light blue. So I have to do the same thing in here indicate a few little stuff going on. Clouds just up in there, nice and soft. Something about that, that's fine. And then you can go back to your blender, just gently blend that out. Just blend into it as soft as you can. And that's the indication of what we've got down in here now. You can softly just blend right over all that. Going exactly to plan. So I'm just going to make some more lovely clouds up in the sky. I'm just going to use the exact same colours I've been using, which is the crimson and the blue. Nice colour. Lovely purple. And then up in here where I put these in, I'm just going to use a bit of the dark up first in the cloud, so that it mixes with the liquid white slightly. And then I'm just going to increase that cloud and bring it further out to about there. That's it. So we've got some nice things just flowing up there. Like that. Maybe it comes down a bit as well, just there. Little floaters. Just touch a few in at the side of it as well. I want a load of these little clouds basically just going on up in here. Bit of fresh paint on that part though, a bit darker. Cool. I might even bring some of that just there into that slightly. The contrast is also important, because it's dark enough to just contrast against what's behind it, you see. That's what we're after. Now we can come back and blend them. Maybe a bit more dark, just up in these areas as well. Just put some more dark in for them. Because I blended it away, it blended a tiny bit more than I wanted it to. So by putting some more dark back in, that will work perfect. Same in this one, some more dark in it. I really want these to stand out, you see. So this contrast will work great to make them stand out. I'm just using the corner of the fan brush, just the corner. Put a bit of that up in there, maybe just a little. There. Some lovely shape and form to these. And there's a gap, and then we've got that one. Maybe there's something small just there. All these little clouds are in here. Now, I want to actually come a bit further down, just down in here. I want to create a lovely cloud that goes right over all this. A really nice character to this cloud. And the more you blend into it, the more it'll mix with the white. So there. and this can come along and then just wisp off towards the light area. Got some little stuff just going on underneath it even sometimes like that. It's a nice little cloud. Now just step back. Now in that cloud I just want to bring it a bit further on. Again, it's mixing now with the white, the liquid white that I've got on there. Nice contrast there. I'm thinking this could come from where I've got it in here, which is quite silhouette if you like, just in there. So I'm going back into that twice, and then I'm going to bring this along, let it go up slightly just there, and then along here into the light area, and get thinner and smaller as it goes through there. That's nice. Now I want to just get that same colour, and then just down in here I'm just going to indicate that cloud as well, just in the beach, and that'll go along to about there. Very loose in the on the beach, very loose indication of it. And then again, you can just go back and use a blender brush and just blend that out softly. So I'm just continuing on with the crimson and the blue in the clouds. Bit of white into that crimson blue and a tiny bit of white just to make it lighter in tone. And then just up in top of here I just want to actually put some more dark in just to break that edge up. I want it to basically go off the canvas. I want that dark area to just vanish off of the canvas there for them clouds. So, really dark, moody clouds with just a hint of pink in there. Like that. Just leave a tiny bit of that blue showing through. Now, we know we've got these clouds and they're all there basically. We've got quite a lot going on now in this. I'm happy. I want to bring one more from this part of the sky coming down at an angle slightly. So I'm going to start off over in here. And then I'm going to slowly make it go up. Something like that. I want it to be quite soft. Slightly go over that even if you like. The one that you put in before with the pink, because these are closer. Nice and soft. Make it slightly darker if you want. Want to wisp it a bit more as well, so it's not just straight and flat. Just made it a little darker. as a silhouette sky basically. All the clouds that are close to us are in silhouette. Good. Now I want this to wisp off a bit. Just back in here. I want it to have some folds. There we go. If you blend this properly with the fan brush, you can get away without even having to blend with a big brush. Just allow it to blend with it slightly. That's nice. Tiny bit more darking with that. In some areas. It's all about the sky and this lovely little estuary's beach. Up in there, we can allow that to get darker. Quite a bit darker up in there. So I go over them 2-3 times sometimes to get the correct darkness or brightness that I'm after. Just in here as well, darken a few bits off, put a little darker base to that. Something kind of like that. Some little wispy ones that come off of it, slightly come down at an angle. These are a lot paler though than what we've got there. These are just the ones in the background. So I'm just going to come back in here and I'm going to reflect slightly some of the clouds that I'm putting up there. So I'm just going to again get the crimson, some of the blues, and with that I'll just come into the water area, so just around there I think it is. See that cloud that we've got up there? Just going to indicate that down in there roughly. Very roughly. But it is quite dark, you see. I do love that straight purple. I might actually put a little bit more of that up into there. Just makes it a tiny bit more silhouette near where the sun is. In there. There we go. So yeah, put that colour in there and then I can come back and blend that, put in a bit more of the bluey tone in. Got a wispy bottom to it, and then I'm just going to use a big brush, clean brush, and just blend over that softly. Don't put pressure, just do it very gentle. And that'll just be beautiful in there. Right, so I'm now going to put some dark areas in. So I'm going to put a bit of black to this now, to this same colour that we've been using. I'm going to try it with fan brush first. See, I know that I'm wanting a lot of these things going on. Just in here it is. Just dark little areas of like where you don't water's washed away and there's been like the dirty estuary mud below standing through. Just in here it is. So I'm just touching with the side of the fan brush to put some of that dark in there. I'm going to mix more of it because I didn't have nowhere near enough of the colour, so the blues, the black, crimson, all in there together. And like I said, I'm just using the corner of the fan brush just to create these little, they could be little pebbles, they look pretty much like little tiny pebbles, but they're not. Quite actually distinctive of these.